Wow, that was the fastest go live I've ever seen. Hi, everybody. My name is Margaret Pinard. You're on my channel. Welcome to Booktube. And yes, like I said, that was fast. We're here today, gathered to celebrate a productivity sprint. And I've teased a little bit of a news planner haul. So we'll get into that a bit later, but I just wanted to start off for anyone who is new and coming to this because they found me through AuthorTube or my hashtags. I hope they're working. I'm a historical fiction and fantasy writer, and I've got 6 books out, and I'm kind of in a writing slump. So hopefully I will be able to use these sprints today on First Friday, since I do First Friday and Final Friday, although I may be ramping it up with a new idea, definitely on brand, which you may see coming out pretty soon. Hopefully getting to stitching together some short story scenes I wrote in April. I've been really focusing on trying to envision something coming out of them, right? I've been on a bit of a vision bent in the past couple days, trying to see what I can do with them. There's the material that I need to make into something, and then there's a submission prompt that I would like to be able to match up with this, but I don't know if it's gonna work, if it's suitable. I've been like letting it try and drift into each other, but it's not exactly fitting, not exactly hitting. So we'll see. I'm going to continue to do that today and talk to you guys about, let's see, I've got a question of the day. So let's pop the question of the day up. There it is. What is your best tip to avoid the heat? I'm just coming off of a couple days of very hot temperatures in Portland, but now I'm sporting a sweater because outside it is foggy. It has been nice and cool this morning. I just closed the door, so like the apartment's nice and cool. I'm sporting my cardigan, which is actually quite nice. So we'll start with that and then we'll switch it up. I don't have music on because we're going to jump into sprints. So I will just cue that up and say good morning, good evening to everybody while I leave the question of the day up. Victoria is here. Hello, hello. Victoria Talks Writing. Let me go grab my timer. Oh, I need to bring up a timer first. Yes. Oh boy. Hananya chopped her hair off. I'm just looking at this because I'm looking at YouTube while I get my timers. I have to wait till later to view that. Timers, there we go. So let's go with $20 minutes. I think we'll go up to 25 in a second. Skipping the ad. There we go. For this first one, I'm going to be using Laura Nettles' timer, a fellow author tuber who does loads of really cool timers. So I like to use some of hers. And we'll do 20 minutes and start. Esty Houston, I also saw us just streaming. She's got an answer though. Stay indoors with the AC. Yes. All right. Well, I'll see if anyone else trickles in with interesting tips because I had some funny ones going on in the past couple days because I was pretty desperate. But yeah, let's go ahead and start, and I'll see you in 20 minutes. Good luck, have fun, be productive, in whatever way that works for you in the moment. before they spring another ad on us. Congratulations. That was like 3 times. Laura's getting popular. All right, so it's not hot anymore. I'm going to take this tip down. Not the tip, the question. I'm going to take the question down. I had 2 great answers. Where'd they go? Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. I just want to say hello to the people who came in verbally. Shannon came in, SD Houston when her stream finished, and JK Lambo came in to say hello to everybody. And Read with Dr. B, new to me, so very nice to meet you from Shannon's stream. Emma Bennett is here as well, who apparently I roasted in the chat the other day when I talked about her book so glowingly. Rachel D. Adams, yep, talking about the dance video. R.C. Scott, hello. And yeah, that would be a good idea. I wonder if she's got enough watch time from the timers, because you have to have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. It's the new guideline I just learned, so yay. Okay, yeah, let's do a report out. Thank you, Rachel. On task. Wow, I haven't said that word in a long time. That was definitely a school era word phrase. On task. Rachel's got us going with 624 words worth of revisions. Very nice. I can show you what I'm doing. So as I said, the last 2 days I've been really trying to focus on whether my short story scenes will fit into some sort of form to submit. And one of the things I did was write them all out, sort of like with their titles and their dates, so that I knew what the range of dates was. And then I started which ones are in Ireland, which ones are in Scotland. There's a few that are elsewhere. There's one that is nowhere. Yes, a fantasy writer. And then like, what else? I went through tropes and started listing like fantasy tropes that I might be able to use, and like how I would make it into a whole story. And what I just did in that sprint was another sort of what if, like when I would start it, how the structure would be, who the protagonist would be, who the guide would be, like sort of outlining. But when I think back, it really doesn't fit the scenes that I wrote. So now I'm like, it's a different book. It's an interesting concept, but it's not what I was wanting. That's fine. Hi, Katya. Welcome. We're just finishing our first sprint and having a little chat. I'm going to go ahead and use this moment to change my QOTD. Because I was talking about snack plates. Put that up there for next one. Oh, so here we go. SD Houston, I thought the new guideline didn't include ads on videos. I think that part stayed the same. Oh, right. They're not talking about ads. They're talking about super chat and not memberships, I think. The chat and the super something else stickers. Yeah, you're right. Shannon says, I moved, stretch, pet the kitties, self-care stuff. Yeah, well, you just came off your own stream, so yeah, that's good to take a break. Rachel says, second chapter of revisions today, kind of behind, but had some interruptions. All right, that's good. Katya says, I was at just under 7,000 words, and I'm now at 8,059. Space opera! Nice. I was just looking up royalty-free images for some social media posting for time travel, and there's some real fun space opera-y ones. That's fun. Katya says, I did start before the live show started and got into a rare Very rare form of flow. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. I second that. Read with Dr. B says, I am chugging along with report writing. I have an hour left before I see my patient today. Nice. Yeah, writing is writing no matter what profession you're in. That's nice. Shannon says, still doing the background info on the patient. Yep. All right, so that's a holdover from the other stream. I get it. I get it. Love those flows to Katya. Yeah. Martin also does space opera, and he is part of the writing duo Bradley Lejeune. Yes. Joanne, I'm still doing some data input work since last Friday. Very good. Oh, and then Martin is also working on military sci-fi. Cool. All right, let me put up our next question of the day. These are just like warm-up things to entertain ourselves. Favorite writing snack? I still have a little bit of everything on my plate, but it's almost gone. So it might disappear during the next sprint. Let's go ahead and find a different timer that maybe won't be so crazy on the ad side. I was going to look for 25. So let me see, since Shannon is here. Fantasy Forest. Yeah, let's go with Fantasy Forest. I like that one. As at the beginning. Wait it out. We are patient creatures. And skip ahead to 25. Okay, 25:10. Good enough. So let's see if Shannon's timer can keep out the mid-roll ads. So we're going to go up to 25. I don't know. I felt like that worked pretty well. What? Is that from like their new ads? I'm vaguely getting this. I don't see many ads, so okay, I will star these and we can go over them during the next chat. But for now, let's pop into this next one, and I'll mute myself and we can away we go sort of into this. Good luck. Have some productivity along with your snacks. Okay, got it just in time. Oh my gosh. Thank you for watching. I was getting really involved in one of my research articles that turned up. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but it's super interesting. It's about the Scottish islands that are owned by the residents instead of absentee landlords. A good trend, but I want it to start earlier. All right, so we welcomed a few new people. Let's see if I can go back to where I stopped talking. Maggie Penumbra Mine MM Ward popped in to be a helpful sprite as usual and remind people to boop the like button. So thank you, Maggie. Jordan Mahoney, The Blind World, stopped in to leave a bunch of chat comments. I'm doing pretty good today, Jordan. Thank you for coming by. You are doing this by dictation, so we get everything twice, which I think I figured out is because you say it and then the dictation plays it back for you to confirm, so the computer hears it twice or something. But anyway, catching up on people's channels, excellent. Ask Shannon about feeding the kid lunch, way to go. Talk to Dr. B. Was going to get back to your comments, isn't forgetting you. And then I think he's got a comment for the question of the day, so I'll revisit that in a second. Amanda Rowland dropped in to say hello and has an answer as well. And then just to show you how on task I am being, Rachel, I found this really cool book as part of the research that I think Shannon would be into too. It's about, here's the link, Bloomsbury Collections. It's called Imagining the Celtic Past in Modern Fantasy. And I heard about it because someone's work was written about by a different author for one of the essays. And there's like a dozen essays or something. And she tweeted it out or something. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's like the mesh that I really like. So unfortunately, it's like $103 or $115 on Amazon, and there's no access. I'll look again because my library doesn't have it, and it doesn't have the interlibrary loan because of the restructuring they're doing. So maybe I will wait until I go back down to California and request it there. Anyway, in case anyone else is interested. Read with Dr. B, losing motivation, having some anticipation anxiety, getting frustrated with the neighbors, don't have use of the car. This sounds like an all over. You've been dealing with a lot today. Ugh. Well done for the amount of effort you've put in already. I mean, take a deep breath, grab a sip of water. I don't know, stretch your face. Sometimes that helps me. Katya said I made her jump. I thought I started out with a very low voice. I apologize if I did something sudden. Ooh, Shannon says the book is in overdrive, so should be available to a lot of libraries. Okay. I guess I have to go in through a different portal to use overdrive. I just searched the catalog first and it's not turning up, which is kind of annoying. We had some questions about lunch, spaghetti and meatballs on Shannon's menu. Excellent. Right? Doesn't that sound cool? So maybe, yeah, let's all check our libraries. My libraries are county institutions. I don't know that we have a state library. I'm not allowed into the academic ones, so they would definitely have access, but we'll see. Katja says, have to dash off. My dog's telling off the neighbors for enjoying their backyard, so I have to remind him other people are allowed to go about their business, right? This makes me think of someone that I follow on TikTok. She has this thing about sitting in her car eating a croissant. She's also got a memoir book coming out. So she's from, I think, Yorkshire from her accent. And she, every once in a while, will post a photo with her dog, who's this snowy white, I don't know, lab, I guess. And he's looking out the window getting in other people's business. And she's like, oh, we just having a nosy. And it just makes me laugh. So yeah, exactly the same kind of training for the dog as Katya is detailing here. Yep. All right. So Katya got a few more words in. Excellent. Have a lovely day. Good luck with the dog. We like spaghetti and meatballs. Good, good. And interesting question from Victoria. Is Overdrive different than Libby? I thought it was the same as Libby, just the website version. I think it's a different app. And when I say app, I mean business development. So like I think they're different entities. They both probably have similar agreements with library systems. And they may have different formats available. Like Overdrive, I think, has ebooks. Libby also has ebooks, but they may have additional ones that are not the same. Correct me if I'm off on this. That's my understanding. I don't use Libby, but I have used Overdrive. Libby is the app released by Overdrive. Oh, okay. So Shannon's saying Victoria is right. It's the website version. Well, why do they call it something completely different? All right. Rachel checked Duke and UNC, and that system doesn't have it. What? Well, that's pretty lame because there's lots of Celtic researchers in the North Carolina area. Come on. Come on, Research Triangle. You're not just for medical. Oh, yeah, they partner and trade up academic books and ebooks, but it's not there. That's frustrating. Are both okay, so they're related, we've determined from Shannon, thank you. But aren't they both dependent on what your library buys and not the same everywhere? Yes, I think that's by library system, not, yeah. And you can always request your library to make a purchase. There's various ways that your different library systems ask you to do this. I recently asked the library to request a nonfiction writing craft book that you'll be hearing about in a couple weeks. But the response from the California system that I'm part of was we can't purchase this because it's not available in a format that we purchased from, which is interesting. And then I haven't gotten a response from the Oregon system. So Victoria says Hoopla has all the same things, and then the library determines how many borrows you get. Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure someone's done a video on the different library apps and like how they cross over because it is kind of confusing to me. I do use it, but not enough and diversely enough to like know all the ins and outs. Oh, Rachel said it was checked out. So they do have it. Oh, nice. Okay, you were looking up academic papers rather than like all forms. Duke Parsons Library has it. Ooh, well, read it for all of us, Rachel. Nice. They only have it in print. I wonder if I could get my grubby hands on it, please. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. Well, that is our second break. I'm going to pop over to our answers here for the snacks. So we had Shannon saying Snickers and then being funny by asking if we were entertained. I had to have that explained to me. Read with Dr. B, my favorite writing snack, coffee. And if I have them around white cheddar pop chips, that does sound good. Shannon concurs with the white cheddar popcorn. Victoria says chocolate covered pretzels or popcorn. Oh yeah, that's good. That sounds mighty fine. What Lulu read. Hello, welcome. I must have missed saying your name and welcoming you. I don't have a food snack, but I write at a lot of Starbucks and Barnes & Noble, so I usually have a pink drink with soy milk by my side. That sounds really fun. When I was just visiting my family, I had nephews come and visit, and they liked Jell-O and Powerade, whatever, that were like bright blue, like blue raspberry blue. And Yeah, it was out of sight. It was very fun. Then we've got Puff Puff, which is a Nigerian dessert snack, which sounds really fun. Jordan mentioned cornetto ice cream, and then I can't understand. Kickoff bar would be in the center. Maybe it's a Snickers bar in the center, pointing offer it at the top. Yeah, I'm not sure what that would be either, but I mean, I do love a cornetto ice cream, so that gets bonus points. Amanda Rowland, hello, hello. I'll have either tea or coffee, but eating normally gets my hands dirty, so I can't write at the same time. Yeah, my keyboard, I don't know, it's doing okay. I don't have any keys coming off like Hananya does. So, I mean, I have like too many keyboards. I have so many extras because I just take my parents' extras and they seem to have them coming out of their ears for some reason. Anyway, if I had to pick, Amanda says there was a cafe I used to write at that sold these chocolate chip cookies with big chunks of sea salt. That sounds amazing. But it closed during COVID. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, that's a bummer. Ooh, Rachel's got another answer. Flavored nori sheets. That's good too. Although that is really, no matter what I do, that crinkles and gets all over the place and the oil gets on my hands. So that's definitely not a writing snack. That's the eat over the sink treat for me. We love that your drink is pink. What Lulu read. I cannot do white cheddar anything. That would be pretty like dusty as well. Yeah. Considerations. Oh, that's why it's good to dictate, Amanda. Yeah. It does get messy. Good points. Good points, everybody. Okay, so I'm still going with the ideas of like how to make this fit in. So I'm just gonna do that again. Let's find another fun timer and pop it back up. So I don't think Jacqueline has ads and she's got 2 hours. So we'll do another 25 minutes. We'll do 20 minutes actually, because I want to get 2 more in. So let me start this at stop. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, we're in a little hissy fit, YouTube. Come on. Okay. So I believe this is a 20-minute timer. Yes. Okay. So that'll work. That'll work. Pop me in the corner, mute, and see you in 20 minutes. Good luck. Be productive or self-care, whatever you need. 3, 2, 1. And break. Okay. None of y'all answered my question about primary planning tool. So let me know how you did in that sprint. I was not focusing. I did some research stuff, but then I had to go to the bathroom and then I had to like reconfigure something on the computer. So what I've got is, don't forget, my regular Sunday stream this week will be the mid-year freakout tag, book tag everyone's doing right now. So I've got all my answers ready and would love to see you there. And there's 2 things I'm going to say about planning tools on my end. So it's not really a planning tool, but it is a notebook. So I started doing morning pages again at the winter solstice. So it's been a good 6 months. And like these are 4. I'm working on the 5th one since then. They're pretty thin. So like I go through them pretty quickly. I've shifted in the last couple of days to just doing 1 page instead of 3. So we'll see where that takes me. I haven't tried that before. But the planning tool, I mean, you guys have seen my planner, right? I don't know where it went. It's over there, I think. But yesterday I realized in my planning that I had only till October and I would need a new planner in November, which is kind of an awkward place to start a year for a planner. But I did some research and I found a little Otsu 14-month planner, which is undated, is perfect. And I got the refill. So I didn't know if I had the original journal because like it's been a while since I bought one of these fancy mossery ones. And this is the first one I got. And it's got spiral instead of refill. So I was like, oh, is that the only kind I have? But no, I got a second one that has the refill spine. So I'm going to be taking this out and putting the new one in and making that my next planner. Oh, I got to take the bookmark out. There we go. Careful, careful. It's just paper. There we go. All right. So whatever year this is, it's going to go back to the underbed storage. It's not very pretty. It's just sort of like utilitarian. But now I'm going to get to open up the plastic. Rip it open. Rip it open. So yeah, this is what I've been doing the past 2 days. When I need to focus on like what's the story going to be, I end up drawing out the months in my planner and sort of like envisioning the future. So that brought me to, I'm going to need a new planner. And then that brought me to, I get to go buy a new planner. So that was a fun little outing yesterday. Let's see here. Go one side. It's like covering school books. I haven't done this in a while. And how do I do this? There we go. All right. Woo! I did it! And I saved another resource. Isn't that fun? Doesn't that feel good? It's quite bent, but you know, the elastic still works and the bookmark still works, and maybe I'll just have to sticker it up this time. Very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, the one I took out was from 2019. So 4 years ago. Wow. Moment of silence for 2019. Am I right? Okay, so those are going to go back under the bed. And then I also got another one just in case because this looked too tempting. 365-day notebook. The paper was just really nice. So anyway, that was my haul, my planner haul and planner news and planner giddiness. Thank you all for coming. Okay, so let's go back since I just went off on a little tangent for a couple minutes. I see some people answered. Okay. Amanda says, planning tool. I don't really use much at the moment. Basically, all I do is randomly write things down in a notebook. See? Notebooks work. Notebooks work. Eva said there was a question. Didn't see it. My brain is at half rate at the moment. That's because you're kicking ass on NaNoWriMo for July and all the socials posting and tracking. So no worries, my friend. Shannon's answer is journal and a planner. So same tracks. I like it. And Victoria says planning for what? And I just left it open on purpose because I have planning for writing. I have planning for the channel. I have planning for life adulting moments. And I have to keep it all in one place because they all exist in the same day. So, like, I can't write for an hour if I have a dentist appointment like today. So, I'm looking for the one tool to do it all, which I seem to think was Evan Gao's presentation topic, but I haven't watched that yet, so I don't know. Rachel's answer is Notion and the Kanban board behind me. I love it. We love a Kanban board. Victoria says, I have too many. Fair enough. I've been on channels watching people where they have like 4 or 5 different notebooks for different things. And that's fun because then it's all organized and at a glance for each page. But then you have to open up to 5 different pages and like cross-reference whenever you try and plan something. And I was doing that at one point and I was like, this isn't really working. So I had to adapt. Eva says, daydreaming. I like to know the story enough in my head before I put it on paper, digital paper, or talk aloud about it after that. It's a notebook. I like it. Because I was having trouble focusing, my daydreaming actually took the form of like, what ifs and what ifs and what ifs. And I just started like, what about this and what about that? Because like my mind would not do the like spinning out into plotting land or like imagination land. So I just had to start writing it because that means I'm doing the thing. RC came back. Is RC still here? I might have scared him away with my planner talk because he's got a draft skewering planners or a novel. I don't remember. It might even be out. Shannon says Adrian just had a premiere for his revamped series for the Writer's Den. So I caught that and updated my thumbnail for the 30-hour write-a-thon to include Felicia. Oh, nice. Cool. She's going to be on now too. That's very nice. All right, so Shannon says my planner is 18 months. Love it. Welcome back, RC. JK says, I usually like planning my book out through a reverse outline. Ooh, that's very cool. Claps and applause. Eva says, 2020 is one of those years that's a time marker for adults, before and after. 2019 was a literal lifetime ago. Serious, 4 years. I know, right? Victoria says, real answer, I'm just using a blank notebook for to-do lists and some tear-off sheets. I used HB90 before, and I'll use it again, but this year has been crazy, so for me, it wouldn't have helped. Yeah. Like I think it's good if you just try a thing, right? And then you know, okay, that worked for this. If I have this again, I'll do that again. But for right now, I need to do something streamlined, or I need to do something with more notebooks. So yeah, more experience and then like evaluating the experience. Did I miss something from Eva? I didn't see where Shannon was asking about your kiddo was sick. Oh, he has swimmer's ear and bronchitis. Yeah. Lower energy. Boo. I hope it gets better. Rachel says, I also have a pocket planner for quick reference at clinics and a new artful planner for my marketing social media stuff. Yeah. Yeah, actually, now that I say that, speaking of the AuthorTube Writing Conference, started with Smarter Q, which is what Courtney Project talked about in her presentation. There are a lot of things I'm writing them to say, what about this? Why doesn't this work? Why can't I do this? So there are some drawbacks, but maybe that's the free trial. I don't know. And in order to figure out, they have a 1 tweet per day cap. So anything you want to do, you want to put out on Twitter, and that means you can only do 1 thing per day, which is kind of silly. But anyway, so I wrote out on big format paper, like the back of a calendar is what I use. The back of a desk calendar is what I use to try to like figure shit out. And so this is what I was working with to try to figure out what would work for smarter Q. And yeah, so I actually have one of those for reference until I get in the habit of like when and where are my postings, 1 per day. So yeah, it's a different thing for social media. You're right. That's helpful. Shannon says, funny, when I read the question of the day about planning tool, I never thought about story planning because I don't really do that. Automatically went to life planning. Oh, still here. Still here. Oh, what's RC doing while he's here? Researching, outlining a potential novel. And yes, I'm coming for planning people. Okay, but it's not out yet. That's what I was not sure of. Victoria says, exactly. I planned all these goals and they all flew out the window. Eva says, I have a planner with blank weekly spreads on tearaway pages. It opens flat. That is key. I write out the week, then recycle it after. Longer planning doesn't work for me. Yeah, that's good. I asked Eva about kiddo because I thought that's what I remember from yesterday. Oh, okay. I didn't skip a message. That makes me feel better. Oh, he was at urgent care. Oh my goodness. Well, bronchitis is rough. Twitter is wild, huh? I never used it, but it sounds awful. It's weird. What's weird today and yesterday, I guess, is that like you see things coming across in waves and like everyone's doing a thing and it's immediately apparent what's trending. You don't need a stat to tell you what's trending. So like everyone today is posting pictures of their Threads profile, which I found out from Shelby Lee, another AWC presenter, is Facebook/Meta's new release of a Twitter copycat. And what I'm seeing now is people following up those posts with, oh, Threads says if you delete the app, you have to delete your Instagram app. So, like, they're trying to get you to stay with it because you're attached to Instagram. So I'm already like, no, thank you. Anyway, Twitter. Yeah, how did you find out if everyone was doing a thing back in the day? I mean, there was the phone tree. You could call your friends and like say you were going to do something at school and then do it and then show up and then you would see who was doing the trend. We might not get another sprint here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying the chat here too much. I don't know. You might see it on the news. You might see it in the advertising because the advertisers would tell you what was trending because they're the trendsetters, I guess the word is trendsetter. RC, I don't have the time, patience, or inclination for such frivolous tedium. You're talking about Twitter? He's on Twitter. Eva says, are you going to try Threads, Margaret? No. Especially those blank planners that make you do all the work. Oh, like mine? Okay, well, now I have to find it. Now I have to go show how much fun it is because RC is challenging me. All right. So here's my planner, which is a blank notebook so that I can customize it however I want. I did the cover with like stickers to show which way was which so I wouldn't get confused as to which was front or back and which was up or down. And then I've got some stuff in the front. I've got like a cover page for the month where I put like little pictures. I keep track of my books read. I've got a layout for the month, which is calendar view, which is where I usually put recurring channel stuff. And then I've got vertical, which is where I usually put like appointments and stuff. What else? I've started putting layouts in between with just like washi tape at the top, where I can either do like goals or prep for videos or video ideas. Here I've got notes for shorts and prompts for April stuff. This is where I get to use fun stickers. May of the Moderns, and then like the weekly layouts for days. I sort of put how I spent my time productively. So like if I did work, that's billable, or if I did a walk, how many miles, or I don't know, interviews, stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know. The sticker part is fun, RC. I think you should join the club. I think you should join that cult. Hi, Nia. You like to come in at the very end. I'm not sure if you're doing something before, but I always seem to see you right before I wrap up. Eva says, do you feel on top of your day-to-day and long-term plans, RC? Ooh, good question. Nia is running errands and lurking. Nice. RC responds to say, rarely. This stream not sponsored by Twitter. Definitely not. This stream is sponsored by the AWC. Nice. Victoria says, I went on Threads exactly like Twitter, probably end up being just as bad because it's the same format. Eva says, I don't think we cared that much back in the day. We talked to our friends. Oh, I remember feeling excluded if I didn't know a trend was coming and suddenly everyone was doing something. I think I remember like feeling like, oh, I didn't know, because I was never in the know. I was never the trendsetter. So yeah. Oh, I should take this down because we're going to wrap up in a second. Here we are. I missed my place here. We found out what was going on. My graffiti tags, to each their own. Commercials weren't avoidable. Yeah, they were setting the trends. Threads is designed to be like Twitter with better video quality abilities, I think. Interesting. Nia says, I hate Twitter. I have been looking for an alternative. We'll see if it's any better. I'm rarely on social media other than YouTube anyway. Victoria says, that's similar to what I do with my reading journal planner. Yay. Yeah. I haven't done videos on the planner stuff just because I don't have a good setup. Like I could do the flat lay and like, but I don't have enough lighting or room, or I'd have to like rearrange everything. And I'm just like, can't be bothered. It might do really well. Planner people seem to be very enthusiastic, but I don't know. Eva says, I never used Twitter. No? Okay. IG is where marketing me will exist, so Threads may come into things, but I'm not in a rush to try it. It may fall off before I'm there. Yeah, I wouldn't. Found out by party line phone calls. Oh my gosh, Nia. I haven't even had those. That's funny. Very pretty journal. Thank you. Rachel, I was an unfortunate soul who lost over 2,000 followers on Twitter to Musk's Fusks. Yeah, I didn't lose that many. I think I just let like 20 or 30. But yeah, it's kind of, you kind of have to just detach from like, oh, growth mindset. Not anymore. I rarely do anything there but add promos. I've never done a promo on Twitter. Nia says, came in after I stream off to the farmer's market. I come in after I stream. Are you streaming on Twitch at that time? Because I don't think I see you on Friday mornings on YouTube. Eva says, I was too poor to be in trends, but so are my friends. We were fine. Yeah. Nice. Oh, and Nia's off to the farmer's market. Nice. Mine is tomorrow. I think I might go. I went to Trader Joe's and got some nectarines, and they were pretty sad. They were not ripe. So I may have to go to the farmer's market and just have like some nectarines. We had one on the road trip that Allison picked out, and it was so good. Sacramento grocery store. Just really good. She knows how to pick them. So now I'm like, I need to pick some ripe nectarines just once in this season. Yeah, she's on Twitch on Fridays. Okay. I do not go on Twitch. Early and later. Fancy, fancy. All right. Well, for us basic YouTube bitches, I am going to be finishing up here today. I got 3 good sprints and then nattered away the fourth one. So apologies for that. But 3 is good. 3 is good. I will go back to working on the magazine work after this, and then the dentist sounds like fun, fun, fun. But then hope to see you Sunday for the mid-year freakout tag. That's like highs and lows, surprises, disappointments for half of the year, and it's a pretty popular tag. So I figured I would do it and see who comes round. But yeah, so see you Sunday at noon Pacific or elsewhere in the chats. And thanks for stopping in and making this such a lively productivity sprint stream. I do appreciate it and loves you for being here. I was catching up a lot on other people's videos yesterday, so maybe we'll see people stop in to say hello to this one. Here's hoping. All right. Thanks, everybody. Glad you caught me as well. See you later. And on Emma's channel in an hour, Stream Hoppers Unite. All right. Happy reading. Happy writing. Take care, everybody. And we'll see you soon.